Hello everybody and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. In this video, if we take a look on our screen, we have 48 Poes, which means that we're missing quite a few. Now, fortunately, I know where they all are, and hopefully, before we go to the final areas of this game, I will be able to get all 60 of them that we need for Giovanni. So I'm just going to kind of start knocking off Poes. The ones that we've missed all over the field, kind of like the heart pieces. So let's get started. I think it's dark enough, kind of when the sun starts to set, the Poes start coming out. And the place that we want to go first is actually Eastern Castle Town. You have to have the bridge fixed. And then once the bridge is fixed, this Poe will actually appear over in this area here. Okay, it's not late enough. We have to wait. There should be a Poe waiting for us, like right here when it gets dark enough. Alright, well, I guess to start out with, I'm going to take out these guys because enemies, when you're trying to get Poes at the same time, can be pretty annoying, so I'll take them out just so they don't disturb my Poe hunting. And any day now this Poe can show up. That would be extremely lovely. There he is. I can grab him and then I can go. So this is pretty much the last of any sort of collecting we've got to do. After this, we're pretty much done, which is really exciting. It always feels really rewarding to be done any kind of collecting part of a game, because it's like you didn't have to do it and it was totally optional. Okay, so I'm just going to take out the ones that are kind of singled out. There was only really one in the Castletown area. The next one I'm going to be getting is actually in the Hidden Village, so that one's kind of singled out, and we're going to go grab that one next. And I knew that there was a Poe in the village, but I don't know, I just didn't feel like getting it at the time, I guess, so now, you know, I have to do all this backtracking sort of thing, but that's alright. Not too big of a deal. I think riding our horse is faster, so I'm going to call upon the strength and courage of my ass to take us to where we need to go. And that is literally it after this. I think we've pretty much sucked the village dry. I don't think there's anything of any sort of value left in that place, which is too bad because it is a really, really neat area. But, you know, I guess that's like a lot of areas in this game. We've been there once and then that was it. You know, we don't really need to go there anymore. Kind of like all the temples and, you know, all that stuff. So go here before these archers get me. And go back to the Hidden Village. And I'm pretty sure it has to be nighttime. Yeah, it does. There's some areas, like, I think in caves and things like that, where it actually doesn't need to be night just because it's a cave and it's always dark, but it looks like a night and day system actually does occur and exist in the Hidden Village, so it does have to be nighttime to get this one as well, which is probably why it wasn't showing up earlier when I was here, or else I would have just got it then, obviously. I would have just saved myself some work, but these camera angles are terrible, by the way. I'm surprised that Poe didn't, like, kill me, because I couldn't see a thing. Anyways, alright, so there's that Poe. Done and out of the way. And I think the next one I'm going to get is actually one that I missed. I thought I had gotten every single Poe in Lake Hylia, but it turns out that I didn't, so on to the next one we go. I just noticed that all those cats were following me. I don't know how I just noticed that, seeing as how, you know, they follow you the entire time that you're there. But anyways, there's a Poe way, 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 way out in the distance, over here by the waterfall where you come out of the rafting minigame. As you can see, this Poe is like way over in the corner, and thank goodness I have a checklist And I've been keeping track of what Poes I've got and which ones I haven't, because I had counted, I got 59 Poes, and I couldn't figure out what the last one was, and I was freaking out, but luckily I made sure that I didn't check this Poe off, and so it was really easy for me to find on my list which one I didn't get. So yeah, for some reason, I guess just because this guy's so out of the way, or maybe I ran out of time, and it, became nighttime, and then I just forgot to come and get him, but I promise that this is the last Lake Hylia Poe. After this, I've gotten all of them. So, there's 3 off of our list, and then I think we still have a little bit of time left in the night. The rest of them are kind of spread out. I guess we can go back to the Castle Town area back in the Lanayru province, and there's a couple to grab over here. I really hope I don't have to split this up, but because the night and day system in this game is absolutely atrocious, I might have to. Although it gives me hope that I think I'll be able to get most of them before daytime comes. There's also a Poe over here that I didn't grab when I was doing all the owl statues. Maybe I just didn't grab it for some reason, or I was ignoring it, or maybe because it was daytime. I'm not sure. I know there was quite a few Poes that I ignored just because I didn't want to get all my numbers mixed up, and that was probably one of those sorts of things. Alright, so now that that one is captured, I'm actually going to go to the west, and we're going to go back towards I think it's the Bridge of Hylia it's called, or the Hyrulean Bridge or something, over here. It's got some sort of fancy name, and I always get the Bridge of Eldin and the Bridge of Hyrule, or whatever the hell it's called, mixed up. But there is a Poe over in this area. I honestly don't think we're going to be able to get it, which is going to be a big bummer, because as you can see, daylight's already starting to come. Which bothers me. It bothers me that it takes so long for it to change from day to night, and then daytime always seems to last a lot longer. But if I can run fast enough, maybe I can do it, I don't know. Or maybe the Poes, maybe they're a little generous and they stay out, even when it's daytime, but it waits for like the music to chime in or something, I'm not sure. Either way, we're almost there. So if you go across the bridge and you head south towards the Farron province, there's a cliff with a bunch of rocks. Now, I didn't do this as Human Link, I guess just because it completely slipped my mind and I didn't even think about it. But there are rocks up there, and you can actually blow these up with bomb arrows. So there's 2 rock facings of rocks, and then as you can see, the Poe is up there. Clever, clever. I guess you know what, I actually don't recall me going through this particular area very much. This is like kind of one of those unmemorable parts of Hyrule Field. There's one part of this field that I pretty much completely don't walk through at all. I think the last time I walked through it was to get a heart piece, or when I was Wolf Link and I was like forced to go through it. And there's a couple of Poes in that area as well, I mean, for obvious reasons, so. This guy is our next Poe, which I'm very happy. It looks like we can get him before daytime comes. And again, with the camera angles, get down here. Thank you. This game needs a free camera, kind of like Wind Waker had. And another postal. I don't know what number we're at now. What number are we at? 53, which means that we have 7 left, which is awesome. This chest here, if we want to open this up, this has 50 rupees in it. There's also this big round area here. You can actually dig down as Wolf Link, defeat the enemies in the cave, and you can get an orange rupee out of it if you want to. The only reason I'm not going to right now is obviously because time is of the essence, and time is just something I don't have to waste right now. So, I might be able to get one more before nighttime comes, because unfortunately all the rest of them, I either have to walk a long way or they are pretty darn spread out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to warp to Kakariko Gorge, and go from there. Seems like we've been warping to Kakariko Gorge an awful lot lately, but anyways, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to head south, going towards the Farron province where we started the game. And the only reason I'm doing it this way is because I don't really find there to be a really good warping point to the place I'm trying to go. Unfortunately, all the places in Farron to warp are all either right by Orden Village. I think there's one in the woods, and then the Sacred Grove has a warp point. And I mean, it's great that there's a warp point for the Sacred Grove, but it's really not convenient that they didn't have one that just goes to this part of the map. You know, and again, this place gets pretty badly neglected because of that. Unfortunately, though, there's only this one Poe in this area. They didn't hide a bunch of Poes elsewhere, which is pretty nice. I guess that since it's in the same province, this Poe technically counts as kind of the same Poes that we got, like going through the forest to get to the Forest Temple. So, you know, they kind of put a few Poes in this province as a whole, because it is, I was going to say it's big, but in the grand scheme of things, it's actually one of the smallest provinces. So, alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys a shortcut to get to the next area that I want to go to. I kind of want to go right in the middle of this province, like right here, because as you can see, there's really no convenient way to get to it. It's kind of like out in the open, and it takes a lot of walking to get there. So I'm actually going to warp to Zora's domain and show you guys a shortcut that I didn't show off before. Hi Zoras, how are you guys doing? I'm just casually warping in and materializing from midair. Hope you guys don't mind or anything. Alright, need to get over to this side and leave the throne room. And on the right hand side over here, if you don't jump off the cliff, there's actually over here some boulders. And if you destroy these boulders, it will give you a nice shortcut that brings you out to Hyrule Field, of course. Needs to tell us how many rupees we're getting, because we can't count. So if you go down here, it brings us to the top of the lake. And I do believe we came this way from Hyrule Field with our horse. So we had the way coming in unlocked, but not the way going out from Lake Hylia, if that makes any sense. So we're just connecting the shortcut. And really quickly, the good news will be that if I can fit these Poes into this video, I will not have to do a second video. Yay! And again, this is one of these areas. I think this is the biggest part of Hyrule Field for me in my mind that gets completely and utterly neglected, just because it is so impossible to get here. It is such a pain in the butt inconvenience. Oh my god, my time is running out. I'm freaking out, guys. I'm freaking out. The Poe's right here too. Hi. Yoo-hoo! Mr. Poe, please don't disappear. I need you. I want your soul before daylight breaks. And then of course I've got these pain in the ass enemies that are in my way, and I just want the Poe. Can I please target the oh my god. I should have destroyed them first, you know. But now that I have the Poe targeted, maybe I can get it just in time. Oh, come on. I mean, this doesn't even take long. No, and then it disappeared. This is such a gigantic pain in my ass. Now I'm just gonna have to, like, get him later. Well, you see where he is. I'm not gonna do another video just grabbing the Poe, because that just pisses me off. So I'm gonna destroy these guys out of anger. Screw you, jerks. You're mean. So yeah, so there's a Poe on this bridge that up in the Lanayru province. You can get there from Lake Hylia, or you can get there by coming over the Hyrule Bridge. And because the next two Poes in this area are cave Poes, I will try and get them. Like I said, I really don't know if Poes are available to get when they're in a cave, just because it's dark all the time. I just have to find where the hole is. That's what he said, which is the problem, because this is kind of a widespread area. But I think it's over here by these trees. So let's turn into Wolf Link and head over that way. Looks like it's on the right of that bridge where that last Poe was. It should be right around here somewhere. Right here. In between this big patch of grass. And good news! It looks like because we're in a cave, we can actually grab these Poes. Okay, well that makes me feel, you know, a little bit better. It doesn't justify the fact that I wasn't able to get that Poe, but it makes things a little better for me. And then of course, it was really nice that I could actually grab that Poe, even though I was getting attacked. Alright, there we go. Alright, well, I don't really know if I get anything for defeating all these enemies, and this video is getting super mega long, but maybe I will defeat all the enemies anyways, and see if anything comes out of it. Anything? Nope. Well, I didn't defeat everything. Oh, there you are. One Dooku Baba hiding in the grass. But it still doesn't appear I get anything for it. Okay, well, you know, that was anticlimactic. I'm done. This video is getting way too long. And our Poe count is now at 56. We're still missing 4 Poes. And I will tell you guys where to get the 3 that we haven't seen so far. So, that's going to be it for me. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I will see you all next time.